Hello and welcome back to Exothermic Plays Games. I'm Exothermic and I'm back with another installment of my necessarily silly ranking series where I answer the question, why do I like an arcade full of cats? An Arcade Full of Cats is a free game developed and published by DevCats, and it's just one of the cutest, most relaxing little indie games. The premise is that you are time-traveling cats who want to change their present by catifying an arcade business throughout decades of video game history. What you're actually doing is a Where's Waldo, I Spy-esque game with hand-drawn scenery that you have to pick out dozens of cute little kitties in the art. The art is just chock full of fun Easter eggs and references, not only pertinent to parody versions of games like, say, Stray Fighter instead of Street Fighter, and little time capsule things like references in the trash littered around the room, but also just random stuff they decided to hide in the art. For example, you can play, and that's in air quotes, an arcade cabinet in each of the timeline segments by finding a coin somewhere in the level. But when you play the arcade game, you're actually just doing another smaller level, only you're not really looking for cats in these ones. In this underwater one, for example, where I had to find robot fish, I also found the Krusty Krab from SpongeBob. One of the great things, though, about the game is just how chill it is. Some of these cats are really well hidden, but that's okay. If you're stuck, you can click on the magnifying glass in the corner and it'll show you where one is, which can be especially helpful when finding hidden cats. I mean ones that aren't just hidden in the art, but they're actually hiding and you have to interact with something in order to make them appear. Usually there's some clue that there could be a cat hiding somewhere, but otherwise it can just be intuition. Like, see a backpack? There might be a cat inside of that thing and you can click on it and it pops open the flap and the cat pops out. But the game isn't interested in making things super hard unless you want them to be. So I appreciate the ability to just get some help after I've given up searching so I can actually complete a level. Even if you do want a challenge, but did this the more casual way originally, you can actually replay each level with a timer to compete for your best time trial score. And as this is a really simple little game, that's kinda everything. So that brings me to the ranking. An Arcade Full of Cats, which is such a great title, is my new 340th favorite game. I mean, there's not a lot of game here, right? It's wedged between 10 million at 339 and Gauntlet as the new 341, but some other nearby games include Pokemon Channel at 338, Mosaic Box at 344, and Bejeweled at 348. You may notice a theme that a lot of these games are pretty relaxed, where you can take things kind of at your own pace if you want, and Gauntlet notwithstanding, it's more about the vibes than having a complicated, meaningful gameplay experience. The intangibles, though, of an Arcade Full of Cats are phenomenal. The music is catchy but not annoying, the art is obviously the entire reason we're here, and I adore the relaxed and flexible approach to difficulty that this game provides, given, how little game it is. There's even a couple cats hidden at the entrance of each level as a little bonus, and there's several cats that are actually based on real-life pets of the developers, and if you look at the credits or when you beat the game, you get to see the two main cats that you've been time traveling with are some of their cats as well, and they are so cute. The game's definitely not perfect. It's very short, and there is DLC that I'll pick up at some point, and I'm definitely intrigued by how do we handle an arcade, for example, during the Renaissance. So that does help, but ultimately I think the time trial part isn't good enough at giving replayability. It's just rote memorization of where each cat is, which isn't that interesting, but it is kind of fun to just kind of test yourself. Also, I should mention that this isn't the first cute cat game I've covered this year, and I definitely liked Little Kitty Big City more. You can check out my video for that if you want. But for something to sit down with for a while and just space out as I admire a bunch of outrageously adorable little furballs, an Arcade of Cats is a great use of my hard-earned free 99. The game's free. You can go get it. You should. It's fun. But that's everything for me today. If you want to check out the fully up-to-date ranked list, there's a link for that in the description, along with my Discord and Patreon links. I know things have been slow going lately, but I'm wrapping up several videos all at once here, so things should be good for a little while until I have to take another work trip. But I'm eager to hear what you all have to say about an arcade full of cats. Until then, have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.